Morning, students. We were reading the chapter Changing Time. We have read so far that counselor spoke to Pranay as well as his mother, and now she was able to figure out the main problems between or among Pranay and his parents. Okay, so we have read about the conversation of counselor and mother. That mother was very much stressed about the behavior of Pranay, how he is become incessant, defiant, and it was very difficult for his mother to handle him. And now, let's read further. I do time and again, but he thinks it is because I am partial to the girls. So here, Pranay, counselor was asking Pranay's mother that have you told Pranay this, that we belong to a middle class family and we cannot afford so much of money to fulfill his demands, unnecessary demands. So she Pranay's mother tell counselor that yes, she has told him time and again, again and again, and but he always thinks that she is partial towards girls. Pranay thinks that his mother used to fulfill the demands of his sisters and she not at all pay attention to his demands. The next, children do not like being compared. They feel it is unfair. Sometimes it gets their back up when they encounter real or imagined partiality. This could be one of the reasons why Pranay is being difficult, the counselor explained. Now the counselor somehow come to that conclusion that the main reason for the behavior of Pranay, for the changing behavior of Pranay, for the rude behavior of Pranay is that he thinks that his parents are partial towards his sisters and they used to fulfill their demands and not his. That's why he behaves like so. That's why he is always against his parents. So counselor says that children do not like being compared. You all have siblings at your home, your younger sister, older sister, brother, sister. So sometimes you also feel that your parents being partial towards you or towards your sibling. So it become very difficult situation to you think that it is not really real actually, because parents cannot be partial to their kids. They look their kids with equal love and equal love obviously. But you think sometimes if some of the demands of your siblings are fulfilled and some of yours not, then you think that your parents are partial towards your siblings, that they are going to fulfill their demands, not yours. And then you become hostile towards your parents. You behave badly in front of your parents. You try to hurt them to make them realize that that somehow they are at mistake, but it is not so. So it happens with Pranay also. He she said that sometimes it gets the backup means that that this habit of thinking that he is being partialized or this kind of thing is happening with him, it become a backup plan for him. It become a prejudice for them. They are already prejudiced about their parents behavior. That prejudice means to have prior thoughts or views in your mind already. If you are putting some demands in front of your parents and your sibling is putting some demands on your parent, so you have already your mind, these thoughts in your mind that your demand is not going to be fulfilled, but your sibling's demand is going to be fulfilled. Although you never know, maybe your demands are also can be fulfilled, but there is a prejudice in your mind. There are prior thoughts in your mind that that parents will take part of, they will take side of your siblings. So it happens sometimes, and sometimes you imagine those partiality, that sometimes you think that you already know that yes, your parents are going to fulfill your siblings demand. Aisa hi hota hai. Sometimes you do that, you think that so this could be the reason of Pranay being difficult. So the counselor suggests that this can be a reason of Pranay being difficult, that he always thinks that you are going to fulfill the demands of the girls and you are not going to pay attention to his demands. Okay. So then mother says, I doubt it. I feel he is just insensitive to the right and the wrong. Then mother says that I doubt it that he is being difficult because of this partiality kind of a reason. She said that he is insensitive. He do not understand what is right and wrong. His demands are unnecessarily. His demands are dreamy. His demands are not so realistic, so that they can be fulfilled. So his mother says that I do not think so. He has a sense of differentiate between what is wrong and what is right for him. What areas do you and Pranay have disagreements on? Then counselor asking about the areas. Area means that about the things where his mother and Pranay's views or opinions do not match. So what were the main things on which Pranay always is against you, or always demands, always is different, his opinion is always different from you. So she is asking about those things. So what were those things? Mostly about his demands. So mostly about his demands, those were the demands of him where Pranay always thinks that they were being partialized toward him, they are not fulfilling his demands. Most of them involve money. So she says that whatever his demands are, they are always about the money, they are always about the money, he's always asking about the money. But he also does not realize some basic things, and she says that he does not realize basic things. What is the basic things? That they are not so rich, they are not so well to do, they cannot fulfill his all demands, they cannot give him frequent money to spend on. He hardly puts in time for studies but can spend hours and hours on the telephone. So his mother told more that he never pays efforts, or he never pays attention to his studies, and he just spending time hours and hours on the phone. So what happens, sometimes their family they complain that they never find time to talk to them. Why? Because their landline phone is always engaged. Why? Because Pranay is always talking on the telephone. And to counter this problem, to solve this problem, what she has done, Pranay's mother has bought a mobile for him and give him a card of worth rupees 500 every month. 500 recharge will be done on his phone for every month. But what happened, that recharge will be finished in just a week, and then he used to talk over landline. And then she says that his sisters, Pranay's sisters, do not get time for themselves, for their friends, or their themselves to talk on the phone, to talk over telephone, and they really do not have mobiles to talk mobile for them. So that's why she is saying that her girls are poor because they do not demand unnecessarily, and they do not have a privilege to use that landline. Why? Because it is always engaged, it is always being used by Pranay. So then counselor says, perhaps you need to assert yourself more, the counselor suggested. So she said, perhaps you have to assert means you have to be more authoritative, you have to say with more authority that you are not going to use phone. Counselor suggested this thing. Then what she says, then he becomes more difficult and argumentative and almost brutish. Then she says that if I am going to be authoritative over him, what he would be more difficult to handle, he would be more argumentative, he would be argumenting with us more, and he would be more brutish, he would be more rude, he's not going to follow any of our rules, any of our things. So he become more difficult than if I am using authority over him, if I am just forcing him to do things. Okay, let me discuss this with Pranay. So then counselor said that okay fine, let me discuss these all things with Pranay. I hope that I am going to find any way. So then I hope you can make some headway because I am at the end of my tether. So then Pranay's mother says that I hope that you can make some headway. Headway means that you are going to make some progress or some solutions. You can say that you are going to make some solutions out of our conversation, because I am at the end of my tether. End of my tether is an idiom which means, this whole phrase means patience, that I am at the end of my patience now, I am just losing my patience. So you have to do something, you have to talk to him so that he can understand his family's situation, so that he can understand his responsibilities, so that he can behave like a good child, and he can give due respect to his parents and his siblings also. That's all about this chapter. Read this whole chapter carefully, and we will do these exercises from tomorrow.